So investments that I like. And again, this goes back to the list. Okay, what's the first point on clothe your capital? What do I like? Okay, if I don't like it, I want to invest in it. If I like it, then I'm going to dive into then learning about it and understanding it. So what do I like? One of the investments that I like, and I put at the top of the list, these are not in chronological order or any sort of special value. It's just a list of the things that I came up with today. I put on here gold leasing. We talked about gold leasing. Now, this is one I still have not done yet. I'm still looking at the right way to enter into this. This is different than borrowing against gold. Okay, that's called a collateral loan or a sacred account 2, tier 2. Gold leasing means I have physical possession of gold. I lease it to somebody else, whether that be a gold dealer, whether that be a jeweler, whether that be an investment bank. They pay me a lease payment to use my gold. And then at the end of the term, they have to turn the gold back in, just like leasing a vehicle, but I can do that with gold. So this actually has been around for like hundreds and hundreds of years. Central banks were the ones that came up with leasing out gold. They would lease it out to other countries. That's how they financed wars. I think I want to say it was the Rothschilds leased gold to France, I think, when they were fighting the British, and that's how they financed that war. Okay, and they earned interest on the gold they leased, and then they got gold back from France at the end of it. So this has been around forever, but it's one of those things that it's very like taboo. Like, again, you talk about who's been using it. Oh, the people that double finance the both ends of wars use it. And it's like not a topic that's fun to talk about. And then the other one too is it's not accessible. And that's one of the reasons I haven't gotten into it. I found a couple groups that do gold leasing. I haven't gotten into it yet, so I'm not going to talk about that or introduce you guys till I have a profitable and good experience with them first, because that's how we do stuff. But I like the idea of that, and it's something that I like it. Now it's okay. How do I understand it? Okay, and this is, again, a perfect example. I like it. I spent time learning about it. Now I'm looking at it. Okay, well, does it fit me? Okay, one of my concerns is I know I'm going to borrow against the gold at some point, so I don't want to lock it up on a 2-year lease when in let's say 14 months, I want to borrow against it for a private lending deal. So does it fit me? Does it fit my goals? That's the part I'm looking at. Okay. I know it's vital. It's something that's needed. It supplies a demand, and it's not something that seems overpriced. I know I can get the gold at a good price from Mint Builder and Wealth Dynamics with our wholesale, but I'm looking at these 2 points. And that's a practical application of I may or may not actually do gold leasing, even though I like it, even though I understand it, because it might not fit me and it might not fit my goals. And since I can't check off all 6 with it, it might not be something I do. Now, I'm not going to try and force the other 2, but I'm going to take a good look at it. And if I can make it work, great. If I can't, I'm not so attached to the idea of having to lease my gold out. I know it's going to appreciate anyways, and I know I can loan against it and do private lending and at some point in the future anyways as well. Right? So that's a good example of me actually using those 6 points. The other one is secured private lending. Okay. So again, this is me being the bank on a property. I'm loaning money on a property, or I own the property, I'm owner financing, I'm letting someone else live there and make mortgage payments to me. You can go both ways on that. Both of them are great. There's different advantages and disadvantages to each one, but at the end of the day, either way, I know on secured private lending, it will be passive. I know that I will make 8 to 12% returns, and I know that I've got downside protection, right? If that interest payment doesn't come in, that property is mine. Right. And so that's something I like. That's something that I've talked about quite a bit. I also like managed Forex. This is actually with legitimate hedge funds. There's illegitimate ways to do Forex. Okay. One of them is when the guy on Instagram sends you a DM and he's like, I got this Forex bot. You should invest. Don't do that. You're going to lose your money. The other way is doing it yourself. That's not passive. And it's also speculation. Like, there's a very, very small amount of people that actually know how to profitably trade Forex. It's one of the main profit centers for banks, right? And so this is something on phase 4 when you're a sophisticated investor, you can get into. I do it with an actual hedge fund. And so I know that more so than investing in Forex, I'm investing in a business that invests in Forex, right? I'm buying into the fund, which is the business, and then the fund does the Forex. versus me doing the Forex or buying directly into Forex. So that's one that I like. And then the other one that I like, I put on this list, is life settlement investing. This is when you're an accredited investor. Back in the 1980s, a bunch of elderly people, today they're elderly. Back then they had kids and homes and mortgages. They all bought universal life insurance. Long story short, they got screwed over. Their policies are lapsing. And so this is a way we're actually going and helping them. We're saying, hey, you're going to lose the policy anyways. We will buy it from you for 3 or 4 times more than the insurance company is going to pay you. And then we'll just take over your premium and you name us as the beneficiary. So we get the death benefit when you pass away. You don't have this rising cost every month. You get 3 times your cash today. Win, win, win all the way around. And then we get to kind of correct an injustice that the insurance industry actually perpetrated on people back in the 1970s and 80s. So I love that one. I like correcting injustices. I've been the guy that sat across from someone that bought a universal life policy and thought they were going to retire on it. And I had to show them on paper where their policy said it imploded, the premiums ate up all of the cash value, and they've got no money left. Okay, and the old woman, like in that scenario, was literally crying in front of me at the table. It was like a very terrible experience. So for me, I get friggin' lit up on that kind of stuff. I like going around fixing that and helping and correcting it, because I think it's just terrible that that happens in the first place. If I get to do that and help someone and correct the injustice and make money, like that's my trifecta. I love that. So that's one that I like. Again, I understand it. It fits me. It fits my goals, all of those things, right? If you're wondering, what does Wealth Dynamics do? How can we actually help you? Number one, if you haven't gotten a copy of my book, Blueprint to Financial Freedom, grab one now. You can get that down in the comments in the video. You can get the link for that. Number two, we do a free course on Fridays on personal finance. Okay, you can also get the link for the description there too. And then finally, if you have a desire to start getting help walking through these different phases toward financial freedom, book a call with my team. Go to our website, set up a call. We're able to help out and answer questions. That's how we can help you. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you turn notifications on, and I will talk to you guys on the next video.